And at that point, I was like, well, if that's how bad a secondary that you was going to have this year, then you just might as well chalk up a bunch of losses, because that means any team can throw on them, and they will throw on them. It's going to be terrible. But it came back second half, and I'm not going to lie to you, if the team that showed up in the second half shows up against every team this year, UL should be able to win out the rest of the season. Quarterbacks, still don't know who the quarterback's going to be. Brooks Hack started the game last week. Brooks Hack had some pretty good series. He really couldn't do much because he kept getting rushed. But Jalen Nixon came in and he even had a good series. So it's hard to say who the starting quarterback's going to be. I just say it's a good quarterback problem they have, because they got two quarterbacks that could easily play the position. But I gotta go UL. Northwestern State, if I'm not mistaken, played Southeastern last week, and they kind of got beat down by Southeastern. If I remember right, that's who they faced. So I gotta go UL. I think y'all gonna win this ball for the 5 touchdowns.
Do you see who you got?
I never really had a chance to watch the UL Kentucky game last week, but I knew that UL, I would have picked them to lose, because I just knew that, but because Kentucky and the opponent they were playing, but I was surprised at how close it was. But in the first half, when I saw the score, I was like, well, I'm not too surprised by this, because I thought Kentucky was going to keep running away with it. But for this week, I'm going to go with UL, and I'm going to say they probably win by about 6 touchdowns. I'm going to go out on a limb.
Wait, you sure it ain't 4 or 5 touchdowns? You sure it ain't 4 or 5 touchdowns, Juicy?
It's going to be 6. I'm going to go out on a limb.
Oh, okay. He's getting really gutsy, guys. He's getting really gutsy out there. He's throwing 6 down right there. I got UL winning this game. The Northwestern State don't think they're going to do much against UL. Now, what Mike said made a good thing, what he said about UL in the second half. If they play like that every single game from here on out, they will win every team on their schedule. Games at 6 o'clock in Lafayette, Louisiana. Y'all come to Cajun Field. It's going to be a good time over there. Good tailgating, good food, So we'll be over there. Fishbowl Nation will be there. So I think UL will win this game, though. It should be pretty convincingly, but I'm going to go 4 to 5 touchdowns since Juicy didn't say that. All right. The big game of the week. Everybody's going to be talking about it. And now it's finally...
College game day is probably going to be there, too.
Yeah. Mike, number 7, Oregon, goes to number 5, Michigan State. Who you got in this game?
It's a tough game for me to pick, but I've been thinking about it for a very long time. I got to go with Oregon. I just like Oregon as a whole. Their team is phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, Michigan State's a phenomenal team themselves. I just think Oregon has more drive in them. I think Oregon should win this game. I don't think it's going to be by much, but I think Oregon will win this. Give me a touchdown win.
Okay, Juicy, who you got?
I'm going to go with Oregon this game. I actually have some money in a bet riding on Oregon this game, so I will go with Oregon. However, they do make me a little nervous, though, because they gave up 42 points to Eastern Washington. Their defense worries me some. I'm not worried about their offense because they put up 61 points on Eastern Washington, but when you give up 42 points to Eastern Washington, it might give you a little bit something to worry about with their defense. But I think they'll tighten it up, fix it, and get it right, and they'll win by about, I think they'll win by 3 points against Michigan State.
Well, I think Oregon's going to win this game here. I don't think Michigan State's going to have enough. Like Juicy was saying, their defense struggled against Eastern Washington. If they play like that against Michigan State, then Michigan State's going to win this game. But I think Oregon will tighten it up, like Juicy was saying. Then they'll watch the film, see what they did wrong, get back out there in the game, and be able to perform better. We'll see what happens, but give me Oregon, knock off Michigan State. Alright, that will be all for the show here today. We had a very good episode here today, I believe, guys. What y'all thought about it?
I believe very good about the episode.
All right. We have believers. You can follow us on Twitter at Fishbowl Nation. Follow us on, like us on Facebook. Just search the Fishbowl Radio. Go listen to us on iHeartRadio. You know, we always got episodes there. You can like us on Spreaker. Follow our broadcast on Spreaker, which we're broadcasting right now off of that. Go find us on YouTube. I don't know why YouTube took down our videos last week, because this is just straight talk from what we say. I mean, there's no way that we do this. We didn't do no copyright. No copyrighted material at all. There's none. Right?
Right, it's straight out of the horse's mouth. The only time we ever look at any system, any kind of other thing besides our own self, is when we look at what games are on this week. Besides that, we basically go off the top of our head. There's no information in front of us.
Yeah, don't know why there's copyright.
This is all straight what we think. There's no, how would you say it?
There's no outside influences, okay? There's none. None whatsoever. We talk about this every day, okay? Now, you can follow me on Instagram at Chief Fishbowl. Mike, you give your Instagram and Twitter and all that. You do what you do, Mike.
Alright, first off, Instagram is the_main_honcho14. And Twitter is abhidalgo14.
Juicy, give your Twitter and your Instagram.
No Twitter handle, but my Instagram handle is J_bird_juicy.
You want
to get a Twitter handle though?
Yeah, I think you have one, Juicy.
Well, I don't remember the stuff for it no more.
I think it was like JL. Something crazy like that. It was nuts, but
something like that.
Yeah, my Twitter handle is at Logan Fusilier, and I gave you my Instagram name, Chief Fishbowl. Go follow me on Insta. Like our page on Facebook, like I said earlier. Y'all have a great weekend. Any of y'all caught the NFL game last night?
I caught some of it. I found myself trying to watch it because I do like the Steelers. Don't get me wrong. But when I have Tom Brady as my quarterback for fantasy football and Rob Gronkowski as my tight end, I kind of find it hard for me to cheer against them. So I was watching it, and then I woke up this morning with a big smile on my face checking my fantasy football. But you know, it's alright because I had a good time watching it.
I had Tom Brady as my starting quarterback last night, and boy, did that pay off big. I think I got to steal the draft, which the kind of thing was, Brady wasn't getting picked at all, which kind of shocked me a good bit. Like, he fell in that draft. Like, I think he was like round 10 or 11, and I'm like, you know, even if he's going with a 4-game suspension, I'm going to have him for the rest of the season to transfer out, because I had Drew Brees. I was set at quarterback. So I'm like, you know, I'm going to take Tom Brady.
That was my dilemma too. I had Brees at quarterback, so I didn't want to pick Brady because I'm like, yes, it's 4 games, so I don't really want to have him as my starter. So I said, I'm just going to pick Brees. And then, sure enough, nobody wanted to pick Brady. And I said, well, I need a backup quarterback. Let me go pick Brady. And my goodness.
It was great. So, that'll be all. Y'all have a great, wonderful weekend. We'll be back here on Friday. Usually at 2:30 is usually when we do this stuff. So, we'll see what happens. So, y'all have a great and wonderful day. So, bye, y'all. Mike, you want to say anything? Mike, you want to say, and Juicy, you want to say anything before we close out?
Just remember the people of 9/11. I guess I kind of forgot about that because it's kind of something that happened in the past you don't really first think about unless you're from the area or you lost somebody close to that area. But just remember, everybody lost their lives in 9/11, whatever. And if you do pray or if you don't pray, just pray, or don't pray for them if you do not pray at all. But just remember them.
Okay, Juicy?
Yeah, like Mike said, I don't know how to think about 9/11. Let's everybody pray and keep the victims' families in your thoughts and prayers from 14 years ago, because I still remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah, that was a very dark day in history for all of America. So, them families are on our thoughts and prayers. So, y'all have a great weekend, and college football's back. NFL returns this weekend too. So, bye y'all. Have a great, wonderful day.